Why some CEOs discover six-figure inefficiencies after a second look. Before we begin, I know that is lame, but I gotta drop a disclaimer. This episode is for general educational awareness only. While I am a licensed insurance professional and have worked in wealth and risk strategy for many, many years, I'm not providing tax, legal, payroll, or employee benefit advice in this episode. I do not design, recommend, or implement any health or employee benefit plans here. Any strategies mentioned require review and explanation by appropriately licensed and qualified third party professionals. My role in this conversation is limited to education and making introductions only. All right, let's talk. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you took a second look at the systems running your business? Not revenue, not sales, not marketing, the systems, payroll, benefits, cash flow assumptions, risk exposure. Not because something is broken, but because most things are never reviewed once they are set. Think about it. When was the last time you took a second look at your payroll and benefits setup? Most CEOs believe their biggest expense are obvious: payroll, healthcare, taxes. But often the real cost isn't any one line item. It's complexity without clarity. Over the years, rules, programs, and structures have been created that affect how businesses operate, especially around employees. Nothing secret, nothing automatic, nothing universal. Yet, most small and mid sized businesses never stop to ask a simple question: are we structured intentionally or by default? One more time. Are we structured intentionally or by default? Large companies revisit that question constantly. Smaller companies rarely get that invitation. And inaction, whether intentional or not, is still a decision. When I was 7 years old, I was selling bread on the streets of Brazil. Every coin mattered, every detail mattered. Nothing was wasted. If something fell on the ground, you didn't step over it. You picked up because it counted. So today, when I speak with CEOs who are building companies, employing people, and carrying responsibility, and I see systems that haven't been reviewed in years, I don't see failure. I see opportunity that was never explained. Let me be very clear. I'm not here to explain mechanics. I'm not here to sell you anything. And I'm not here to tell you what applies to your business. But here is the principle. There are third party programs and structures that may exist depending entirely on a company's size, setup, and compliance profile that can influence payroll exposure, employee utilization, cash flow assumptions, risk alignment. Sometimes the answer is nothing applies. Sometimes the answer is there are inefficiencies worth understanding. My role is not to decide that. My role is to help business owners look. Most inefficiencies, they don't come from bad decisions. They come from decisions that were never revisited. Systems get set, businesses grow, regulations evolve, but assumptions stay frozen in time. A second look doesn't mean change, it means clarity. And clarity gives you optionality. Let me share a short story. A CEO I know, we'll call him Mark, runs a company with a lot of moving parts. He wasn't looking for anything new. He wasn't trying to optimize or overhaul his business. He simply wanted clarity. After a short review conducted by independent consultants, he realized certain systems he already had weren't aligned the way he assumed. Nothing radical changed. No employees were impacted. No benefits were removed. He didn't work harder. He just stopped operating on assumptions. This part is important. Your CPA isn't failing you. Your payroll provider isn't incompetent. They file, they report, they execute instructions. They are not hired to redesign systems or challenge assumptions. That's why tools like the Dreams Score exist, not as a pitch, not as a product, as a scan. Debt, retirement, expenses, assets, money flow, security. It's a snapshot, not a solution. Here's what I am offering, my friends: a short, complimentary Dreams Score assessment conducted by independent third party professionals. There is no obligation, no pressure, no selling. If nothing applies, they will tell you. If something is worth understanding, you decide what, if anything, to do next. My role is limited to making the introduction. If you are a CEO, founder, or business owner with 25 or more employees, and you are curious whether a second look is even warranted, you can email me at info@carlosinspire.com or send me a DM on social media with the words SCORE. All social media handles below on the descriptions. Again, that email one more time is info, @carlosinspire.com. I will connect you to the assessment platform operated by independent licensed professionals. Worst case, you gain clarity. Best case, you stop running your business on autopilot. And one more thing. You know other CEOs or founders who operate businesses with 25 or more employees? Feel free to make an introduction to me and share this episode. Even if you have less than 25 employees, you learn quite a bit from this SCORE assessment. This is Carlos Cicada, aka Carlos Inspire, your host of the Carlos Inspire Show. Remember, inaction is an active decision. Hard is a good thing. And the rules tend to favor those who actually review them. I will see you on the other side.